Alright, so I gotta say, guys, sorry for my recording, the recording right here that I just did. It doesn't have audio and stuff, and it's muted completely. So sorry about that, confident on whatever happened around it. So, anyways, let's just say the update for TD Reborn is terrible because there's major bugs around the game that I really found out while playing the game, which I never knew why it happened before I even knew where I saw that from the very beginning at the first time. But again, this was really annoying me, especially because they added it for no reason. And what comes next is that they need to the one thing they need to do is fix them. But again, majn permanently closed it for obvious reasons. That's in the community. You guys go check it out because I am not a part of this drama or anyone else except the other development team. And the first thing I ever saw before I even played the game on the update is one major small problem. One, the Rouge flashbang, and the others does have a bug issue, which really disturbed everyone's eyes without seeing a little bit of it when they needed to. And again, yes, I'm convinced that even after the update dropped, I was just so happy they would fix the bugs already and see it through. But no, they didn't, because they bothered not fixing the bugs and just literally didn't focus on the development before they even knew what they really needed to do. Besides that, it just clearly makes sense why things like this happen. Every time when I see things like that, I always think that it happens more often when it already is. Besides bugs and more than a lot of stuff happens, it's just things are not good around here, especially because the game has more than a few bugs, and that's just really broken. And yeah, some of them are broken, some of them aren't, from my perspective, so they're good to go, honestly. But for me, Tails' arm cannon is perfectly fine, nothing going on, and the others don't have like a bit of issues. Knuckles, yes, he does. Knuckles has a little little bug on him. When he tries to punch, if it basically faces through EXCs like Colossal, Small EXC, or either Tails doll. It could be those characters. And once you punch, the 3 EXCs punish you, meaning that you can not get back up because of this. And that's one thing I have ever expected myself to see near a game that was made a few years ago, just to be, oh my god, really, oh my god, really freaking, I don't want to say it's very hard, but it's really so bad. And it's way worse when you're having bugs in the game like this. That's why they had to mess with this update. Every time that happens, that's when they update games like these. See what I mean by that? Because usually bugs were supposed to be fixed. Usually developers were honest with each other. If they were to fix bugs, this would matter in any cases, shape, or form. Because if you're trying to be steady with trying to fix the bugs, you either suffer trying to fix them, or you don't deal with them. That's just what I really have problems with, even though I do have that problem with the update, and that's just it. I mean, the Knuckles problem, the Rouge problem, everything is just with the bugs. Everywhere just kind of screwed up, and all that. But still, this doesn't mean they were trying their best. They were always working hard, no matter what, to just fix the bugs. And again, I get it. Sometimes they're not sometimes they're not above the game's process, but again, even if they're making a game that socializes the experience of it, you don't need to rush. You just need to put the project when you want to. If it's your project, then keep on with it. Because if you're trying to fix a bug, then I'm fine with it. I mean, no matter how much developers meant to do this in the community on the Discord server, still has a bit of time until they have left time to even bring the game back. And again, the game was closed by Majn Bacon or something like that. Yeah, it was closed, so it makes sense why the bugs were a little too tough for a game like that, and that's why they had a new description now. They changed it for whatever reason to basically make a new code, might per se, and I read it all while doing this, and there's just so much into stuff to it. Besides, I have a lot of stuff to deal with right now, but again, there's so much more bugs. I mean, I want to show you that after those things of the footage I showing you right now. Those are the ones that really bug me a lot, and some of them are just less steady and all that. But again, but some of them doesn't have bugs from the other, of course. And well, I would say Tails has an issue too, because Tails canceling the ability to fly, of course, doesn't even do anything properly. I would say it's perspectively fair to see something like that happen. And one is with Sonic's push, which is a major problem too, because his push was supposed to basically damage you in front of the ilke and all that stuff. And basically that would probably worked if they weren't so cocky on all that stuff. Then they would have really fixed Sonic's push and all that, because this push literally knocks you over the ground like nothing even happens in the very beginning. And again, this happens a lot to people who suggestively played this game and knew they saw the issue coming with Metal Sonic and Colossus or any other ilke getting pushed. That's when they have an issue between them with getting knocked out. Or the other issue is that Metal Sonic gets pushed with Colossus in the ground as well, because they got pushed with each other, and meaning that they got together pushed. That's a bug, because honestly, ilke and Colossus, Metal Sonic and Colossus do get pushed. Both of them get pushed, meaning they go to the ground and all that stuff. And so is Colossus if Metal Sonic pushes you and all that stuff. That's just one thing I have, because that's issues for a bug right now. And one, the not enough players part. That bug just occurred to maybe someone, or whatever really happened to it still didn't make me surprised because of it. When I first saw that, I knew they didn't fix it at the same time. And while doing it, it's just it didn't go well for them to even fix it, bro. They didn't even fix enough of not enough players part of the lobby and all that stuff. That's one thing. Someone in the comments section said about someone else's video, which I'm not talking things over. Like, I usually own a lot of stuff, but I don't want to talk about it because it might be weird for me to do if I were to show the name, but I'm not gonna do it because it's gonna be really weird if I show someone's name. I just wanna blur it, cause I don't wanna like you guys to see his name. Honestly, I don't want it to. But this is for YouTube purposes, and what comes next comes after when you're making a video. It's not that hard if you're willingly trying to do it, but that's fair enough for me. But anyways, the other thing is that Tails has a bug that when you slash, you basically don't hit the survivors with your slash, meaning that it's a bug too, because that's like one thing that people had dealt with because of whatever it happened to the game. That makes sense why Tails was bugged too. So is the other survivors and the EXEs too, because that may have caused a lot of problems too. And maybe Amy as well. Because honestly, Amy's hammer attack is slightly strange for some reason. And that's just one bug when she does her hammer attack in front of the Colossus. Or small EXE or Tails, though she doesn't hit them unlike any other. And that's just one thing I have been seeing around when TD Reborn was open at the time. But again, anyways, the other bug is, I want to say it once again, is, what bug? Oh yeah, one is the mobile experience where yeah, that one has like a bug where you can hit your homing attack with shadow and all that stuff. That comment that I saw on that guy's video, I knew I had to talk about it here just because I feel like it didn't really mean anything necessary, but that's just for the best I got for this whole video. That's just how I'm really meant to be. Again, thank for saying this to the guy's video. I appreciate it, but I agree with this comment, which talked about the mobile port stuff, and weirdly enough, yeah, that issue has with Shadow's homing attack, Amy and Tails, and Shadow issue with the directions on mobile, something that they didn't fix. Look, you can see the comment above. I don't want to give you any reason of it, but that's just all I got from it as of now. But anyways, the other thing is that one, the hitting survivors with Colossus wouldn't even take damage. Which one thing that while hitting the survivors, it doesn't hit them. It doesn't even take their health away and take them a lot of damage with blood and stuff, you know? That's a one bug I really have, and I was frustrated, and still, it was just really not my fun anymore, and I didn't even enjoy it when I play the game with that kind of stuff, and that's just an issue. Again, with the Rouge stuff, yeah, the flashbang, yeah, that's a bug where when Rouge uses flashbang on like any other EXE, she basically turns Colossus to basically blind him, and after blinding him, Colossus can't see anything, where it all turns black and you can't see, because that's a bug or Rouge flashbang where you can't see anything. You can't see shit. Sorry about my swear word, but anyway, The thing is with Rouge of Flashbang is that that's a huge amount of stuff that I have with Rouge's bug and all that. That bug is in the footage of the video with like 3 videos with me basically start trying to kill Rouge and all that, and she blinded me. And when I played that around, Rouge blinded me, and when she blinds you, it turns black. You can't see anything. You can't see anything. It will stay for the black thingy. It will stay black forever, and EXEs will not see from the flashbang because it's all blacked out. It will stay forever until it stops and stuff. That bug really pissed me off, such as whatever happened. And also, the one thing is that also from the server that I joined like a few minutes ago, with the pings. One is the pings problem. When I first joined every server, the ping makes me really lag so bad that I was really frustrated too. I mean, I did lag sometimes. I was lagging for like a few seconds straight before I knew this is gonna happen. And still, why was it always have to be the issue with the MS? That's like, I don't like how the MS makes you lag because of the high ping and all that. And when that happens, you lag with Colossal, Tailzone, and Small EXE too. That happens often, and I don't know why, bro. I just always have that situation a lot. That just really freaking pisses me off. And whenever I
I woke up, saw the so-called big update dropped, and figured I'd give Sonic the Disaster Reborn another shot. I played for a few hours, and honestly, I don't know why I bothered. This update is a complete joke. Everything that's been broken for most is still broken. Eggman's turret are still useless, his zapper still messes up your screen, turning it into this ugly gray and white mess like you're gaming on a TV from the 90s. Rouge flashbang still completely useless. Hit detection, still garbage. Metal Sonic's death sound bug is still in the game and looms endlessly. Shadow's not back, Metal's ragdoll, Tails doll, none of it was touched. There are still no iframes when you punch as Knuckles, so every time you try to fight, EXE just punishes you mid-punch. It's wild how little actually changed. This feels just as unstable as Release 1, where they had 50,000 players and lost 45,000 because of how broken everything was. And somehow this update doesn't feel any better. What makes it worse is that the only fix came from that pin all known bugs V2 thread. A messy, unorganized bug reports made by someone who barely even played a game. That post is filled with known issues and buries the real problems people have been reporting for months. And yet, that's the only thing that devs seem to care about, if they're even checking bugs reports at all. Let's be honest, this whole update feels rushed, sloppy, and completely out of touch with what players actually want fixed. It's just a patch slapped together to say we did something without fixing anything that actually matters. At this point, I might just quit the game entirely. I'm not hating, I'm just being real. This is my honest opinion as someone who gave the game more chances than it deserves. I honestly won't be surprised if they ditched 1.3's buggy mess and quietly moved on to 1.4, hoping people forget how broken this one was. And honestly, I might as well just focus on my animation and wait for outcome memories to come out. At least that looks like it's being made with care. Overall, this is just my opinion. You can hate it if you want, that's fine. But I'm done pretending like this game isn't falling apart. It fell off pretty hard.